Thanks for tuning in to Health and Fitness on Living Witness TV, pre-workout stretching routine and warm-up. Before we get started, a few health benefits of stretching are: improves flexibility, injury prevention, improves speed and agility, relief muscle and joint pain, decrease stiffness, enhances muscular relaxation, improves mechanical efficiency and overall functional performance, and more. The first stretch we have will lift the leg up, flex the foot backwards as much as you can, extend the leg up as high as it can, keep the leg completely straight. We do a count of 1001, 1002, 1003, all the way to 12. This exercise here is best used with a pulley band. Once we show the demonstration without the pulley band, we're going to move over to the part with using the pulley band. The second part of this exercise, we go and flex the ankle forward and back 10 times. Just a quick pull. You should feel the pull in the hamstring and the calf while doing this exercise. And then we'll do just a little alternation of what we just did. Hold the foot about 6 inches off the ground and flex that foot 10 times again. And switch legs, lift it up, keep the leg pulled in and the other leg pulled back up towards your body. Flex it 10 times. Now we're switching over to the same exercise. This is the preferred way to do it. We need a pulley band. You can order one yourself. You can find it at a store or go to the gym and use it at the gym like we're doing here. So we want it a little bit closer towards the toe and not in the middle of the foot than what we had here. Here's a better demonstration of this. Keep it closer to the toe, pull it as close to your body as you can, stretching that calf and that hamstring. We want to build as much strength and as flexibility in that ankle, calf region, Achilles region as possible. Building any athlete. There we go again with the 10 pulls back and just a quick pull forward, just a quick flex in that calf and that hamstring. Switch it on to the next leg. As high up as you can, keeping the leg completely straight the entire time. Toe flexed. Now we're going to do the same thing, 6 inches off the ground. We want to keep our legs close together as possible. Don't spread it out with a wide base. Keep your base narrow so the proper muscles are being flexed for this exercise. Just give it a quick 10 count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To the next exercise. Go. Pull your feet close to your body. Keep your back as straight as possible and use your elbows to push your legs towards the ground. With this exercise, you want to stretch your groin muscle and give it that 12 count. You don't have to give it a 12 count. You can use anything between about an 8 and 20. And here we could have our legs wide as possible, back straight, lean forward slightly. Again, stretching the groin muscle. And like I was saying, you can give it anywhere between an 8 to 20 count. It's completely up to you. I give it a 12 count. Now again, we're putting our legs completely forward. Squeeze the legs together, back straight, and lean forward. Where you're stretching, you're still getting that stretch right there in the calf and the hamstring area. And the next stretch is similar to the one we did prior, where you stretch your feet. Don't stretch them as far as you can. Give it a nice, comfortable stretch. Then lean forward. You don't have to keep your back all the way straight. You can actually stretch your back a little bit, do this, and touch your toe. Stretch your back down and hunch it over to get that stretch in the back there. You can rotate your neck if you need to right here during this part of the exercise. Just kind of rotate from side to side. Now we're going to stretch the quad midsection a little bit by pulling your leg back like that and rotating over. You should feel the stretch in your quad area, even in your hip a little bit. Switch it to the next leg. Rotate yourself back. You can even put your elbow on the ground or lean yourself over. Have this different ways, alternate methods you can do this particular stretch. You want to get it in that quad as much as possible and even try to twist it so you can get it in the hip. Now this is right here, you're rotating your hip, you're stretching your hip by rotating your leg over. You can feel it in your quad and your hamstring, and your hip, and you're getting a arm stretch. By stretching that arm out there, you're also stretching your bicep and your pectoral muscles simultaneously as you stretch your hip. This is one of the best hip exercises. We don't do an alternate version of this, but you can also stand up and do this by pulling your hip. Similar to how I'm pulling it here for this exercise. This exercise, you pull your leg close to your chest and we rotate the ankle 10 times each direction while doing this. Got to get that ankle loose, flexible. So then after the 10 times each direction, we give it 5 pumps like we did previously. So this is the preferred way to get it up there. Stretch that leg all the way up to it until you can't stretch no more, then bend it, then pull it back to your chest and get that ankle rotating 10 times each direction. And here you're stretching you get a little bit of hip stretch, you get a little bit of hamstring stretch, all while getting that flexibility for your ankle. Here you're keeping you want to keep your leg at a 90-degree angle and pull the foot towards your body. In this, you're getting another hip stretch. One thing we want to do, don't let that ankle lax. Don't let that ankle pump down. We want to keep that ankle stretched, flexed the whole time. Now here we go. We keep the leg straight. And what we're doing here is we're pulling the arms at a 90-degree angle. Suck your back towards the ground and suck your abs in. And pull your arms towards the ground to touch your hands. Then you take a quick breath, go back, and touch your arms at the top of your head, keeping your back tight to the ground. Your abdomen sucked in, the toes forward. This gets a nice abdominal stretch as well as stretching your arms. Now we're going to get the feet as wide as possible. Pull the arms up and get that stretch in the arms, as well as you're getting a nice stretch for your groin here by pulling the legs as possible. And still pull that back to the ground tight and flex your stomach. Now we're going standing up. Legs narrow, not quite shoulder width apart. We're going to bend one leg, keeping the other leg completely straight, stretching the hamstring area and also the hip again. One leg, you keep it and also keep your legs pulled together. Don't let your legs bow out during this exercise. Try to keep the legs pulled in together, bending. See, he's bending the right leg, keeping the left leg straight. You want to lean over towards the leg that's bent slightly. Now we're going to get a nice groin stretch here. Get a wide base, and then your goal is to pull your knees out as far as you can to extend your hips. Give it a 12 count. Extend your hips, drop your butt to the ground. Then you can pull forward. Now we're doing a little, you go drop down, go back up. When you drop down, you widen your hips. When you go up, you bring them in. It's just a quick pull stretch. You get that pull, stretch as much as you possible. Now we're widening it to lunges. Just lunge, just get a quick stretch, lunge the next direction, all while keeping the motion going. Getting yourself a nice warm up. Turn the ankle slightly to the side and pull, lean to that direction. Keep your back straight. See how that leg's at a 90-degree angle. Sometimes you want to get in a mirror to do these if you're at a gym. And get that nice groin stretch. You can also get a little bit of a hamstring stretch while you're in here doing this. Just lean into the side. Sometimes you want to lean over to the leg that's stretching slightly. Move your midsection. Now we're bending the knees slightly, putting the pressure on our heels and leaning back, flexing our stomach, and that's getting a nice lower abdomen and a groin stretch. Now we go lean back, keep the legs straight as supposed to be completely straight. Looks like they're bent slightly, but they're supposed to be completely straight. And give it a lean back for a 3 count at your farthest point. Now put the legs together. And now we're doing a 3 set of throwing the body back. You're throwing that weight back to make you pressure on your abs. That's also going to give a nice arm stretch. Now we're going from side to side. It's just so ever slightly, because you're giving a nice flex. Keep everything straight, keep your feet on the ground, and just turn your body. Just now we're going forward, throw it forward. See, it's just a slight. Now you're getting a flex. Flexes and tights your body. Now we're going to pull the leg back, keep one leg straight. Right now we're doing the right leg, keep it straight, keep the left leg straight, and just pull it back and stretch your quad. Get a nice quad stretch right here. Pull that leg back just a little bit. Now we're going up in a marching motion. Give it a 10 count for all these. The ones we just did and this exercise here, I give it a 10 count. Now it's standing on one leg, pulling it back, getting that quad stretch. This also improves your balance. This is very important for your balance. If your balance is not that good, lean against something and just let your hand off of it every once in a while to improve the balance. Right there. You want to get your leg a little bit closer to the other leg. You don't want it wide. Keep it as close to that other leg as possible. Keep a narrow base and give it a 12 count. Now we're going to do a forward lunge, stretching the quad, the hip, and the calf simultaneously. Lean forward, bend the forward knee slightly. Keep your glute muscle tight, the backward leg straight, and try to get a stretch where you can get a nice, you can really get a stretch here of your groin, your quad, and your calf. And now once you get that 12 count, do 5 leg ups, toe lifts. Do 5 toe lifts once you complete it. Get that nice finish, warming your calf up, your ankle up before we close out the exercise. Lean forward, legs straight. It's a nice form, back straight, leaning back slightly with your back. Now give it that 5. that Achilles, get that Achilles warmed up. Now we're moving forward to the gym, to the last part of the stretching routine. We need a ball for this. If you don't have a ball, you would just go ahead and bypass this part. But we put our arms in the air, back straight, lift the leg up, and keeping your balance on the leg that's on the ground. In this case, it's the left. Now we're switching. Just give it that straight leg. Keep your body straight. This improves your balance and it gives you a nice stretch. And there you have it. That's it. The pre-workout stretching routine warm-up. Thank you for tuning in to Health and Fitness on Living Witness TV. For more news, music, and programming, visit livingwitnesstv.com. Subscribe to Living Witness TV on YouTube and follow Living Witness TV on all of your social media outlets.